Hello. So, um, yeah, today I figured I would start working on the last bit of the crafting UI, to which we need to actually, if I just hide around the corner, um, add another column for things in progress, or add it above these buttons or something. So I need to come up with a reasonable component, UI widget that handles the display of items that we can cancel, basically. So yeah, we want to have something that has similar selection capabilities, though I do need to, since changing my controller scheme, I do need to have some means because this is still, yeah, the UI is opening and you can still shoot and things. So I do need to fix that before I can continue, but besides that, it should be all right. Um, so yeah, so we're just gonna try and fix that real quick. So this will be on hmm, let's say UI changed state. So we're gonna want one of these, which will have one param, and it will be, for now it will just be a boolean. I'll just call it state. Right. So then we come down here, do this, do this. Whoops, not that. That. Cool. Right. Oh, there we go. Right, it's happy now. So, what we need to do is hook into this state change. So we need to utilize it to start with. So somewhere in here, begin play, close inventory. Yeah, that's probably where we want to load inventories. So there's open and close. I suppose let's keep it simple. We're going to broadcast inventory widget or get visibility equals visible. Okay, there we go. Now we just come into the recipe crafting device UI here. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of from the wrong perspective. We go into the new combat controller component. There we go. Right, so this needs a simple method. This is going to be on UI state change, which boolean state. Gonna generate a definition. So how do we do this? Reload complete. So this is gonna be equals not state. I think. Something like that. So this will be UI updates. Sounds about right. Oh, I do need to have something like this. This is going to be a player controller. Oh, it's a base player controller. Right. Okay, perfect. We do this, and then we do this dot on UI state change dot add unique dynamic. This at you. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's non-static. Hang on. Okay, so they're linked together. That will do this. That's not quite going to work actually. So I need to, let's keep a simple UI state. Hang on, I need to put this in here. UI state equals state. And I'm keeping it very minimal for now because that's a much bigger issue later. Okay, so we want here to be if not UI state. And I'll change this in a moment. Okay, so that will stop that from working. So you open the UI, you can't do the primary fire stuff. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I did have grief. Yeah, so show cursor. So that should all work already. Okay, and then when it's set, we want to do this. Okay, so rather than UI state, we're going to want this to be extensions reach sharper, generate quick thing. Okay, it says I'm just not seeing it. There it is. So this is actually going to be is UI open. And then we can do this. Okay. I think there was one more. Yeah, here it is. Right, cool. So that should work. So if I now recompile this, that should force it to not allow us to basically press the shoot button whilst the inventory is open. Great. Oh, spilled some tea. Oh god, my voice is gone already. So yeah, I do have to think about how I want to represent this information. So we're gonna have like a crafting queue. Now what I could do is use the same recipe container, have a mode where it hides the equal symbol and the inputs, have like flags for disabling and enabling aspects of it, and then it could just show the output. Then it could have a cancel. Now it'd still be in a recipe list. Yeah, I could repurpose a recipe list, dynamically generate it. That's probably a good approach. Right, hang on, let me sort this out. So just check whether those changes worked. So if I hold the left mouse button down, okay, that's not looking good. Why is that? Oh, did I only put it in one place? Oh, yeah, okay. Firstly, I'm going to move this into a method. Cast UI update. So if we get that, we can then do this inside here as well. Okay, that should handle that. So let's just recompile. Oh, actually, if I cancel, we want it to default to false, which it probably does anyway. Okay, just in case. So later on, we'll have some kind of UI component that will handle all the UI on the screen. Obviously, there's HUDs and things, but we need our own kind of internal system for it. Really, it's a bit more extreme. Don't tell. Okay, I'll close it and start it again then. Good grief. Right. But yeah, I definitely want to sort of have something that handles inputs and it understands when you're in the UI versus the actual game. So I will need to figure that one out as well. What I guess what I ideally would want is the controller's obviously got input bindings. And you could either clear the bindings and reassociate them as the UI opens, or you could have duplicate bindings for different methods. The methods know whether the UI is open, but you kind of want to switch. So you want the binding to trigger the thing, but then the thing which is bound to it to change or something. Yeah. Okay, so that's working. And I obviously I can't shoot. The fact that I can do this is kind of annoying still, but we'll cross that bridge another time. The recoil is a little ridiculous, but it's functional. And bullets are kind of coming from the wrong place, but yeah, whatever. Pistol's not too bad. Ah, military legs. There we go. Okay, so I definitely need to change the gun position, and they're still phasing through the ground on spawn every now and then. Right, okay, so I can click on it here. Hmm, it's not as consistent as I was hoping. I added the inability to hover over and click on these, but this should have been possible, so I definitely need to look into that because that's going to screw up the crafting system. Yeah, not entirely sure why that's not letting me do it really. I don't think I disabled it, so yeah, it's whatever. Anyway, so for the crafting UI, for the in progress stuff. So what I'm thinking is I eliminate these. I still have the name, and I just have the icon. Um, and then they appear in a list, so they could appear to the right of this, generate themselves like that. I think that would do for now. And then you can click select them uh, if I can get the selection to come back. Oh, I just realized I implemented. Hang on. Got any nails? Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, I don't think these have nails. I just realized they're not enabled because I can't craft them. I actually implemented the enabling and disabling of them, and rather ironically forgot about it. Yeah, I definitely need to consider making specific loot boxes and things. Just want to double check. Oh my god, there's so much. Normally, I get at least one per round of spawning things. I suppose another thing I can do is I'm not entirely sure why the camera's moving with it. But it's whatever. Just see if that does actually work. Good. Do we get any? We got one. It might have what we need. It does not. Oh. Oh, there we go. Right. So if I put wood, that, and nails, can I click on you now? Okay. And then I can't re-click on you. So I definitely need to figure that one out. Yeah. I should be able to click on it anywhere. So let's just see what's happening because I do need to fix this. It's going to be the recipe UI. Hmm. How did I functions recipe? Uh oh shit. Hmm. Oh, that should have toggled it. So that should have disabled it. That's interesting. So it only updated after I moved it inside my own internal inventory. Hmm, that's not great. So something in here isn't working. Or is it here? It's here. Oh. Okay, so if I now put the wood across. Huh? That should be running like every single time. Now it's running. The item change is -1. That ain't quite right. Can you go to it? Why didn't that? Okay. So that does trigger it. Is the item changed? So this looks through each recipe. Enabled is false. That makes sense. And then if I put it back, didn't update it. Hmm. Okay, so if I remove it, put it back, then move it. Right. I'm reasonably confused. Uh, So that does trigger an update. And it shouldn't matter if I'm passing in both the old and the new ID. Because this basically just checks the negative. It assumes it can be done. So if we go here, see now it's not sending updates. It's not even coming back as false. Okay. So it thinks it's true. But I can't update it, select it. Okay, let's just do that and see if we can force it to update. It's a little confusing. So I shouldn't be able to select it now. And if I move these across, as soon as I move this, it's not even triggering. So that triggers it. Enabled false. False. Basically, I'm just filtering on the item changed to prevent it from scanning the inventory. There's no point in updating recipe states otherwise. If we get a -1, maybe I need to change this. So if the item changes -1, there's no point in doing the check. Yeah. So if we come into here, we go if Okay, that's eliminated that. And it assumes true, searches through the recipe, and if the item changed is part of the recipe, then it tries to see if it's going to be false, because we only want to update recipes with items that have changed. Okay. And it makes sense. Just trying to get some crates. Having much luck. There we go. All the RNG. So if I do this, this, and that. Okay. Like, as soon as I click on it, and then does it not update its selected state properly? Is that it? What's its enabled state? True. Okay, so it's just a visual glitch then. So, stop this, come into here. So why? Supposed to be green. Don't know how it comes out as black. Hmm. Okay, how are we doing it with this? So there's this highlight border, which is a border. No, that wasn't quite what I intended. And we have this highlight border. Don't know why I've given it a fucking 30, but um got the same image. What's the highlight color for this? I'm not sure then. Draw as image, no tiling. Let's check the states. Oh. Oh, that's draw as border. Could be it. Okay, let's find out. So it probably is working. That's promising. Right. Yeah, okay, I don't need that anymore. Hmm. Oh. Okay. So it's hitting it. We're selecting it. So if we hit run. That's interesting. Oh, I'm doing. Is that it? I might have been doing the selection and stuff wrong. Um, Hang on. How have I done this? Oh, this is the recipe UI, not the recipe list UI. Is that right? No. No, okay, sorry, right. Oh my god. Yeah, so that will be why. Uh do I have it? So in here. Okay. No, I think I'm wrong. Yeah, so I don't need to do that, right? That's for sure. Because that's what triggers this to happen at all. This is how we handle the selection. And it just inverts it. And then this is when we tell the UI to update based on that. So that should be fine. Let's just tidy this up. Okay. Update recipe enabled. Okay. What have we got going on here then? Right. So hmm. Oh, I know. If I get rid of deselect. And I do. Set selected. Because it should. Oh, hang on. If I branch on false, we want to do that. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay. So I think the states weren't being maintained correctly. There we go. Would it be enough? So we get that. Metal, wood. Definitely some updates going wrong. this should be working, so I'm not really sure what's going on now. Okay, so let's go back. Right, so this is me doing nothing but telling the UI to update. And I know it works because I've seen it work. Okay. And then if when the enabled gets state changed, I don't think I need to do this at all in here. Okay, if I get rid of that. So we got this update recipe enabled. I get rid of that. Generate enabled state equals enabled state. Recipe enabled. And then we go if not recipe enabled and selected. Then we do set selected false. Okay, we're being really explicit now. Right, so in theory, come into here, get rid of that, recompile, right. Right. Okay. Nope. Right, what's happening then? So I reckon this should trigger it, but it doesn't. So this is working. Okay, right, we're gonna close it and make sure it goes back to nothing. And try again. When it inevitably gets there. Stuff like this that I really genuinely have no idea how it almost works 100% how I expect, and then it fails to. Come on. Because it's kind of vital. Right, without it, players can just create any old recipe they want. Come on, metal. I still can't click on it. And yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah. Um. Hmm. So that triggers that because it's now false. So I can't click on it. Still can't click on it. Man, what is up with this? Okay, is it still trying to select it? Okay, so that's not triggering it. Hang on. Oh, come on. Alright, hang let's just check the RNG of everything around here. Nope, okay. Man, I am not getting lucky. Oh, that would do. Right. So we've got that. Right. Enabled state, false. False. And hopefully true. For one of them. Nope. Now it's true. And it does in fact hit this. And it's just not selecting it, so okay. It's working, I just can't visually see it on the screen, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do about that. It works in exactly the same way as the item does. It never even triggered that. Oh, it did, sorry. Because I was doing it on mouse over, but this is doing it on actual selection. Okay, right, fine. We'll add some debugging in. So, um, let me just get the usual shit going. Get one of these. So this is that would do. I don't really care too much. Okay. And we want S to be selected. Whoops. Right. Can I? Wait, can you do this in here? Oh, I've forgotten. Doesn't matter. Right. This is recipe selected. This is recipe deselected. And then we have this is recipe enabled. And if I get rid of that, all right, there we go. Okay, so that should be the debugging. I just need to see this in real time because there's no way it's not working consistently. I'm pretty sure that the code's being run. Um, yeah, fun times. All right, let's see. So I can't do anything with it. So we're going nails wood. Recipe disabled, recipes disabled. So that does trigger, but it's still saying recipe disabled. Oh no, so it's the top one. Okay, so there's a combination here of a visual bug and a update bug. Because this seems to think the recipe is being disabled. So what's happening? What does it think it's missing? Oh, hang on. Is that? Oh no, wait. I thought that was outside of the scope. Um, so in this instance, this should come back as true, but it's getting false. So item changed is 16. So what's this get amount doing? Am I doing the update before or after the broadcast, I wonder? Me. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, that wasn't quite what I had in mind. Uh, oh, yeah, that would do it. I don't know. Uh, okay. So if I find all instances of that, and just make sure. Oh, that is it. Okay. That's not too bad. Right, we're just gonna stop this and go again. Right, that should solve that problem. Uh, That might break other things. I doubt it, but we'll see. There we go. Right. Okay, so in theory, that shouldn't. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it wrong. Okay, we're going to remove that. It's a nice thought, but we still need to check the entire recipe every time something gets moved. Because otherwise it's just going to assume it's passed if only the thing that's moved is changed. So I'll figure that one out another time. Nails. Enabled. Enabled, enabled, enabled. Disabled. Enabled, disabled, enabled. Okay, good. And so now we just have this visual problem. So it doesn't matter where I click on here, it's selecting and deselecting. So that's good to know. And if we come into here, log. Okay. There's a simple text strong showing in the visual. Recording visual logs has to be enabled. Okay, that's not quite your text, no. Log string. There we go. All right. So this is going to be BP selected. BP deselected. Just want to make sure that this is working as well. Save. Okay, nothing. Got any at all? There were some. Whoops. No, come on. Nope. This is mad. You know, I do have access to the data. I could just change something, but I don't care too much. Okay, was that just outputting to here, perhaps? Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so we just got a visual glitch. It's unfortunate. I might have to leave reasonably shortly, but I guess at least I'm fixing some problems whilst we're here. So this doesn't quite work. Highlight border. Wait. Is that... Yeah, so I can't delete it. Whoops. Going back to the designer. So this should be, yeah, drawers border. Oh, maybe it's because I don't have the margin set. Ah, okay. Uh, okay, there's a lot of things going wrong here. Okay, right. Not... Is it really as simple as that? Okay, so it is something to do with that. Let me open this, open this. So if I... No, okay. So in here, we have the highlight border, padding of 3, 0.2, starts at 0. Right, but if we do this, zero point zero 0.05, size is kind of pointless, I guess. And the important thing is the base color has an alpha of 0. Yeah. And the highlight color doesn't. Oh dear. So it is functional, it's just not quite what I was hoping for. Any boxes? Nope. Oh, come on. It's like a, is it a 1 in 5? Okay, right. Let's just change the data because I'm going to be doing this a lot otherwise and it's pointless. Right. So all I have to do is go to the missions and we have this civilian supplies crate. So we add it to that, add it to that, and we add it to that. And then we hit run. Actually, if we... Yeah, supplies crate 20. What happens if I make it 40? Just to give us better odds. So if we come into here now and we go run, in theory, there should be a lot more. Yeah, everything's got a chance of giving us a supply crate. And of those, they have a high chance of giving us more items. Yeah, it's not looking good for the reselecting, deselecting side of things, eh? Oh well. Set brush, highlight. Like I'm really not doing anything different here, am I? This is toggle highlight. Which isn't exactly what it does. Cause like it just works. That's what all this selection stuff is. Right? Set brush color. Set brush color. Okay, hang on. Let's try. So it's definitely the same thing. But just in case. Because I might have copied and pasted it and it might be expecting a different type of object or something. Ah, see, here you go. That's set brush. That's the brush color. Thank you. Okay, something else to fix another time. Alright, let's stop it from updating if it's already the same thing. So... huh? Do it in a list, right? And then here we go. If recipe dot is recipe enabled not equal to enabled. Let me do that. There we go. So that will stop it from spamming us. So if it's already enabled, it doesn't bother sending an update. And if it's already disabled, it does the same. Okay, cool. Well, at least I don't have to go so far around the map to find this stuff anymore. Oh look, there's another one. If I take it off. Selected, deselected, disabled, enabled, disabled, enabled, disabled. Okay, fine, right, it's working a bit better. Pardon me. Oh, I don't know. Man, that kind of stopped all of my progress, as most things seem to these days. Oh well. Don't know. Not sure what to do about that one. I'll come back to that another time, I guess. So what I want Okay, so we're going to the recipe list here, and we want a blueprint callable. This is going to be set in hide inputs. Okay, so hide inputs, so that will collapse them down, which will be fine. I'll just set them to hidden. So if we just implement that real quick. Cool. So we go here, hide inputs. This is where we would get I'm an idiot. Should be on the recipe UI. All right, round 2. Let's undo that. Recompile. Whoops. Wrong bit of the UI. Cool, right. Let's try that one again, shall we? This one. Yeah, let's hide the highlight borders by default. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we go in here and do the same thing that I was about to do. We get our inputs, set visibility. This way it's going to be completely hidden. And then we copy paste. And we get our text. So it's going to be equals text box. It's variable. Get this. And I suspect. Did I put a separator? No. Okay, that's cool. So now we can hide the recipes inputs. So let's just test that real quick. Oh, I know. We'll just go back in here. And we do. Oh yeah, I can't because I didn't make it blueprint callable. Okay, fair enough. This is where we create them, so. Oh, sorry, that's the recipe list UI. Is this one? Okay, let's recompile real quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we can't see that. It's awkwardly collapsed, but let me see if um Yeah, okay, let's see if that fixes it. Okay. Right. Interesting. What? Um, okay. Let's try and fix that, I guess. Minimize it for now. See if it... Okay, something's holding it to the right. Do I want to make it collapsed rather than hidden? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Yeah, there we go. Alright, whatever. So that's cool. I just, now that I know that works, right? So get rid of that on there. So, okay, so in here, in the crafting device BP, so we got this recipe list vertical box. No, that wasn't the one I was dragging. Can you give me some kind of thank you? That's exactly what I was trying to avoid, but okay, right. So this is in progress. Okay. So what we want is to close all of this. Okay, so in here, this is going to be get in progress. So recipe UI panel. Okay. Now in craft. Craft internal. I shouldn't need to this check for recipe anymore. Seems unlikely. Bit overkill. Because you can't select them at all at the moment. Okay, so we have current crafting recipe. Oh, fuck it. Right. Add queue. Then we go get. No. Okay, so we want to produce another bit of a UI for this. I have an idea. Speed list, create recipe UI. Let's see how much of this we need. Recipe list UI. We don't actually. We do need the controller. Okay, so we go a base player controller. Controller. Is that that? Yep. So I'll just copy that across. The recipe. Oh, wait, stop it. Right, let me go in here. Add this, do that, put that on there. Take that. Oh wait, we shouldn't need this. Okay, so if we go back into here, because it should be this. And what we want to do here is do this dot create recipe UI controller FR and inferior, get rid of that. Oh, right, and obviously I need to return that. There we go. Okay, so we've outsourced the generation of the recipe UI stuff. So now I should be able to here. Is that where we are? Don't know why. Were we not where we were supposed to be? Right, I don't know how I managed that. Okay. Right. So this is actually going to be. Oh, right. Hang on. I realized what I've done wrong here. Right. So I need to get another one of these, and this is going to be in progress recipe list UI. And then wherever we create the other one, which should be up here somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, so then we do and we're going to give it a blank array. So that should satisfy that. And then now when we come down here, we've got a new one where we can do this dot create recipe UI. So we have a get player controller. And now we have a recipe. Wonderful. Okay, so it's a start. Now the problem is this isn't linked to the in progress recipe. So the queue system should suffice for that. But for now, we'll test whether I can actually do any of what I've just tried to get working. See what happens. Just keep an eye on WhatsApp and things. Oh yeah, I need to call a restaurant. Whoops. Bit late now, perhaps. Right. Come on. Okay, so nothing broken so far. So let's hope we've got what we need to craft this. Some wood. Wood is a scarcity apparently. Metal, right. Oh, there's one here. Do you have nails? You do not. Of all the odds. Right. Okay. So nothing's being added to the UI. Crafting still works though. Okay. And this would have obviously would have crashed and burnt if it was broken. Right. Did I not add it to the UI? Probably not. Yeah, okay. That's why it doesn't appear. Because I literally didn't add it. Right, good to know. Fun times. Come on, sort this shit out. Oh, actually, hang on, if I cancel, I do need to... Oh, wait, do this and do... Oh, for God's sake, I told you to stop. Right, hide inputs. go. So that will create one. Assuming it created one, which it has to, because if it fails, the whole system's broken anyway, so I should be able to assume it won't be null. Okay, so we have one wood. My voice is going. Cool, there it is. Deselected, selected, okay. And obviously if I just keep pressing it, it will keep duplicating it. Now, why it's gone down there, whatever. So I could change it to, let's think, like a stack panel or something. Oh, it's in the actual UI, isn't it? What am I looking for? Oh, I can't. Interesting. It's annoying that it's gone off the side. How do I solve this? If I go into my inventory, so there's like nearby loot thing, and it's wrapped in the scroll box. So if I wrap this in a oh, actually, hang on. This is a vertical box. So if I wrap this with a horizontal box, and then I put a checkbox under there, I call this show hide nearby. And then I go this. And we go switch. Oh no, branch. Then we get the inventory grid. Set visibility. So there's like lapsed. And visible. I'm almost certain I've got a bit of code for this already. Somewhere in my helper functions. What's this do for us then? Okay, whatever. I mean, it'll still be practical, right, if I do this, does it? It works. I'll leave it for now. So I kind of wanted to do it for this, I guess. I suppose it's a bit weird to have it in the way I'm thinking, but let's... Okay, so if I instead... Okay, so now we want this nearby loot container. So if we get the whole thing, and then try it. Yeah. That's unfortunate. It's like it's not, yeah, okay. Whatever. I mean, this still fundamentally works, right? If I come over here, take all of this. Still doesn't enable and disable properly, but now I can do that. And I can select these. It's weird. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But now I can do the cancel craft. I can get the ones that you've selected, and then I can remove them from the list here, remove them from the in progress thing, and we have crafting, cancelling, working. And I really, really need to figure out the UI. Because this ain't helping. Oh dear. Yeah, right, okay. But that'll do for now. Closer, some things are working, other things aren't, but closer is the important bit. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around.